Hello and welcome to our podcast. I'm Risa.
And I'm Mariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
Definitely mature themes today. So, if you want to err on the side of caution, or you just, you just don't feel like dealing with these mature themes right now in our goddamn language, it gets worse. Then go head on over to Her Interactive's very own podcast, Unlocked. Or there are other ones, but I can't verify their,
family friendly.
Family friendliness.
I think that Get a Clue podcast is mostly family friendly. However, Drink to Play Pod is not as much. They're more family friendly than we are. But I think one of their episode names literally is like someone's areole. Just talking about nipples. They're really funny. They're really funny. So, go listen to them. And convince them to start updating again. Please.
Not updating?
I know.
It's horrible.
Fine. It's fine. However, Get a Clue podcast just updated like yesterday. So.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, right? But yes, what are we talking about today other than pimping other people's podcasts?
We're good at that. We're good at that. Yeah. Today we are talking about Sexiest Characters.
Yeah, our top 5 sexy characters.
No, Sexy.
Sexy. I made a typo. Sexy. That's what we're doing. Sexiest. I made a verbal typo. No, actually, I typoed it before. You weren't looking. That's why I ended up saying it. It's because I
did know that. Okay, but we were going with it. I lean into this shit. Okay.
So we're going to talk about.
We're talking about sexy characters and the fact that I keep saying I'm leaning into that shit. If you're uncomfortable, leave now.
Leave now before it gets worse. Yeah. So we are talking about our top 5. This was a difficult list.
A bit.
I have to admit. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start at number 5. And who's number 5, sister?
Number 5 is Kit Foley from Haunting of Castle Malloy. I got there.
You got there. So, Kit Foley. So,
although I would put him at number 4, but
whatever. I'm sorry. I don't agree because I think he's a sleazebag. I
don't know what it is. I think it's the black eye. That just, I don't know. He's clearly a guy who's got a mouth, so he's been hit a lot, and as is evident by the person I am living with, that is apparently something that's good with me.
See, the thing to me about Kit, what makes him number 5 for me instead, is that he is, in real estate, which inherently makes him a sleazeball.
That's true.
So that's my point.
And he's got a thing for his best friend's girl. But let's
But, that's not the worst thing. He's not like super acting on it or anything. He doesn't. He doesn't actually kidnap.
He's got a black eye.
That's true.
Hence the black eye. I love it. Sidebarring. I think my favorite thing about the black eye is imagining Matt giving it to him.
I know, right? That's hilarious.
It's adorable. big old fluffy Matt. I don't mean fluffy like fluffy like fat. I mean like he's just I don't know.
I get what you meant.
If he was a Pokemon, he would be the evolution of Stuffles, which is Beware, which is a big old bear that likes to hug people to death.
So are you saying? Never mind. I'm not going there.
What?
Okay.
I said he's a bear. Is that what you're asking, sister? Maybe.
Whatever. We just forgot him in that podcast, in that other episode. When we talked
It's like, what are you fucking...
Yeah. So, Kit. Other things to like about him is that, he's got the smart mouth. There's that. He is cocky. There's that. And as Nancy Drew characters go, is rendered not terrible looking.
Yeah, quite handsomely.
That's the thing. That's the hard thing about this list is her interactive have never been super great at making people look like people.
Honestly, when we were going through this list, a lot of our things had to be interpretations of the characters because we talked about characters and we're like, well, okay, in my mind, this person is super attractive like this person, right? This real life person. So we have like real life comparisons in our brains that aren't just the weirdly rendered people.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah.
So moving on to what I call number 4 and Ariana calls number 5. Grigor Karakinos. Karakinos. Sorry, I apologize.
It's a fucking Greek name. We're gonna not be white people.
I can't help it because.
Well, no, but they do it in the fucking game. Sorry, I'm sorry.
To be fair, I've only played that game like 1.5 times.
The one time we played it in. Oh, you played it more than. Because we played it in Hawaii.
Yeah,
when we were together. Because that was the first one we played after Risa had moved out, and so we couldn't play it immediately, and we had to wait until we took a vacation together.
Yep.
And then we were holed up in a hotel room in Hawaii playing Nancy Drew.
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't terrible.
That's what cool kids do.
It is what cool kids do. To be fair, we were doing it like after midnight and shit, so it's not like times when we could have been out at the beach or something.
And my favorite part was that we had gone down to get snacks from the stores down below, and so I had Teddy Grahams. I had Teddy Grahams and milk while we were playing this game.
It's true.
Anyway, but so yes,
Grigor, he just has that smart-ass look. I'm sorry.
Similarly to he and Kate, honestly, are in that same category of the guys that I would have had a huge thing for in high school.
But added to it, he also has, very nice biceps.
Yes. In all fairness, Kate is wearing an actual shirt with sleeves.
I guess.
He very well have decent muscles. Grigor, however, is wearing that fucking vest shit because he's Hermes?
He's in character. I think so.
I think he's Hermes.
Yeah. To be fair, like most of the art in the game, he looks kind of weird and vacant. However,
his resting face reason I went to look at it. So go to his thing on the wiki, and he's got this weird, like, terrified stare. He looks like a scared squirrel.
However,
is the best I can describe it.
The official art of him for things captures more of what I think of when I think
that
of
is
him.
Damn sexy.
Exactly. So,
the fact that he's that kind of actor who would go on to do his one-man show of Oedipus.
Yeah.
Slight turnoff. That's why he's number 5 for me.
That is
because he's that guy we knew in theater.
Yep.
The one who touched you a little too much. That sounded bad. I meant on the shoulder and arm and weirdly the face. Theater guys have a weird face touching thing.
And the neck. They just kind of like grab your neck like they think they're in like a David Mamet play or something. They just hold you there while they're talking to you and you're like, can you please not?
Let's maintain our boundaries here. I'd rather have a guy who wants to touch my boobs all the time than you who wants to weirdly touch my face and neck. That's creeping me out.
So let's move on. So, number 3.
You agreed on number 3.
We both agreed on number 3. Number 3 is Ingrid Corey from Haunted Carousel. So Ingrid, we both agreed on this, despite not knowing, how tall she is in the game and everything. We've both decided she is an Amazon. She's got to be like 6 feet almost.
Yeah, definitely. She's at least like 5'11", in my opinion.
Definitely.
Maybe 5'10".
Maybe.
Possibly a little north of 6 feet.
Yeah.
But conservatively.
Yeah.
And she's basically, she's wonderful and beautiful and makes you feel protected.
Yes, we've decided that she could protect us physically and emotionally and spiritually.
Yes.
You know, she is drop dead gorgeous.
Yes.
Like the first character,
even in her rendering in the game, she's just beautiful. It's like Jesus. They spent way more time on her than anything else.
Yeah, pretty much, because if like you compare her to any of the other characters in that game.
Shall I compare thee to the other characters in this game?
Like
Thou art
Joy.
more lovely.
Joy is so funny looking, and then
Joy is so weird looking.
And then they spent all this time on Ingrid Cory to give her that beautifully, just placid expression. She's just so calm.
Your energy really is just I can.
It's like, you know what? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're out. You're protecting me.
Will you put your arms around me, please? Just hold me.
Like, I don't even care that she's doing all that shady ass dealing with the other, I don't care. No. Because you know what? If I trusted in her, she would protect me.
Exactly. She gives off a wonderfully secure aura.
It's true.
It's like, I will do what needs to be done, but I will be there for you.
I love it. And just beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely
she's
beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, number 4.
I know we don't do crackpot theories in our top lists. Crackpot theory, she's a goddess. So,
I was thinking demigod, something along the lines of like Diana.
Like she,
Wonder Woman. Yep.
No, I got it. I knew the Diana you're speaking of.
Yeah, I just realized it was kind
demigod, and then you said Diana, and I was like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Like, honestly, if I think Wonder Woman, I would probably think of someone who looks more like Ingrid.
Yes.
To be fair.
Yeah, she'd at least be one of the Amazonians.
Definitely. Like Rebecca Romaine. She's an Amazon.
Yes.
It's the same kind of feeling that I get. I don't know.
Yes, exactly. No, that's exactly it. Yeah. She is a darker featured, more, I don't know. She yes, basically Rebecca Romaine with that whole all those features just slip on to Rebecca Romaine's form.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. See?
Yes.
I knew it. Okay. Number 2 on our list. She's there for her spunk and her energy.
Oh, don't put it that way, please.
What?
Spunk?
Yeah, spunk. As in, like, she's spunky. Why do you gotta make it like that? Why are you so weird?
It's a dirty word.
It's not
a sexy thing.
It's not a dirty word. Oh my God, you weirdo. Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre Shannon. My girl Deirdre.
Oh my God, you're so weird.
Way more and more into that. My girl Deirdre.
I don't like how they spell her name, okay? The other Deirdres I've known spell it I-E, not E-I, and it just kind of pisses me off.
I know that I've known many Deirdres spell it I-E.
Irene, I've known Deirdre without the first R. I don't know.
No, but what's funny is actually she's the opposite of Ingrid.
Oh, definitely.
Like I imagine her pretty short.
She's tiny. She's a short girl. That's why she's so filled with rage. Exactly. She's like 5'2". She's a pixie.
Well, I mean, I never like 5'3", but whatever.
She's a pixie. She is too small and cannot have more than one emotion inside of her at once.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She's Tinkerbell.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what she is.
She's a spitfire.
She is. And while she would say to your face that she hates you, if she heard someone talking shit about you, she would drag them.
Yes.
She would completely drag them. And she would show them no mercy.
Yes.
Like, honestly, putting that out there.
Yeah.
I do think she's very protective of her people, but in the way that a small terrier is protective of their people. You know, lots of barking.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm imagining Deirdre physically barking.
Please don't. She would be way more of a yippy dog. Come on. Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, I also feel like part of what adds to Deirdre's attractiveness is that the obvious sexual tension between her and Nancy.
I think that definitely does. Yeah.
That's...
So since we're acting as Nancy a good portion of the time, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well then. Okay.
What is this unspoken thing here?
I know. It's pretty much there. Do you think Nancy feels it? Or does Nancy only feel mystery?
Nancy only feels mystery. She had no idea about anything else. It was very like she stumbled upon the fact that Ned had a thing for her. Like,
yeah. Yep. Nancy clueless Drew.
Nancy get a clue, Drew.
Exactly. That sounds like something that Deirdre would call her, to be honest.
Probably. It's so funny. Anyway.
What's funny?
Like in certain personality traits, I feel very akin to Deirdre, but at the same time, like...
Yeah. No. But yes. So, to top off our list, I feel, this is going to be a shorter episode, because last week's episode was 50 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
So, this one is going to be a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't feel very good right now. So,
sure.
So, number 1 on our list of our 5 sexy-ass characters is Patrick Dowsett.
From Shattered Medallion.
Yep.
I love Patrick so much.
Patrick, like, is so sweet and so genuine. I think that's where it is.
Yes.
It's the genuineness.
It is.
That makes him just so real. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
He's, okay. There's this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what is it called? What's his name who plays Stifler in the American Pie movies?
Yeah.
He's in it as this super simple but super genuine dude who is really strong, and he ends up being on a hockey team.
Okay.
And like people mistake him for like just this bruiser, but then he finds this girl that he likes, and shows exactly how like super genuine and just sweet and simple he is, and it very much reminds me of a more concussed Patrick.
Patrick is pretty concussed though. He is a professional rugby player. Still
looking like what is it? Sean William Scott? Is that his name?
I have no idea. You can just call him Stifler.
Stifler. So basically, that personality on what I feel Patrick looks like.
Yes.
So yeah.
To be fair, the rendering in Shattered Medallion isn't terrible.
It's not bad. It is not bad. Actually, most of those characters are very nice looking.
A lot of those characters have that same really weird, like, small nose, small mouth thing. Like, that's what they do to Sunny and to Bess and to George. They give them all these, like, weird small noses. And I'm like, what?
If the noses don't affect the mouth area, then they don't have to animate them.
That's true. Patrick's doesn't end up with a small nose thing.
Not a small nose. What they do is they move it upwards, so it kind of goes into, like, his forehead a bit. The bridge kind of intrudes on his forehead. But, it's the way he uses his face. It's so, like, fucking, like, sweet. And you just want to, like, take care of him while at the same time. He's got those big old muscles, and you're like, oh, this is my big old teddy bear man. Teddy
bear man. That's more like a gorilla.
Yes.
Super muscular.
Gorilla man.
Super muscular.
Yes.
How about some honorable mentions? Do we want to spit out some honorable mentions? I'm going to spit out the Hardy Brothers.
Fuck yes.
Because in some instances.
Okay, in the original one and the more recent
like the little portrait.
Call a friend portraits.
Yeah.
Not the game which shall not be Creature Kapu Cave. Creature Kapu Cave, they look fucked.
They really do.
Like, Joe is mangled. At least
he's terrifying.
Frank cast for a person. Joe is a weird mix between, I don't know, there's like a weird Matt Damon-y quality to him, but also I don't know. It's weird and it's scary and I don't like it because Joe is my favorite.
Kapu Cave is one of those where it's just like, ooh, all those people look like not people.
And that was the other thing. Another honorable mention is we might have put in Pua.
Yep.
Pua?
Yes, Pua.
Except she's got that weird shaped head, man. It's not cute.
It doesn't. Yeah, no. That game is.
I don't have a lot of forehead, and I'm saying she doesn't have a lot of forehead.
Yeah. More honorable mentions. Oh my goodness, who was it? Dave from Shadow Ranch.
Yeah.
He's sweet.
Definitely. I almost put him on, but then I was like, I don't know. He's kind of vaguely attractive. It's that weird sort of blah person that you might be able to project those sorts of.
I know exactly. He doesn't have enough personality to be attractive. That's my issue.
Basically, his entire personality is, ma'am,
I'm a sweet cowboy.
You gotta steady back home.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're not doing this.
The same can be said about Charlie, I feel, from Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that's very true. They're very much that same bland sort of thing. God damn. Sorry, I was looking through the characters, and I'm going through, and they have the character art instead of the actual physical art for Niobe, and which I was already gonna say that maybe Niobe almost makes the list, and I was gonna say Xenia makes the list, but Jesus, I'd forgotten what the art from Niobe was. If you go to that, guys, on the wiki, she's gorgeous. Jesus.
It's true. I do like Niobe quite a bit, and honestly, I even named a role playing character after her recently.
That's right. Yeah, I think I was just thrown off by the way they
animated her.
It's the way they animate the eyes in Labyrinth of Lies.
Honestly, Labyrinth of Lies is another one.
Everybody's panic stricken.
Both women in Labyrinth of Lies have the small nose, small mouth syndrome to me. And it's makes them just look not great. You know what I mean? It just makes them look weird and animatronic.
Yeah.
Almost. It's just not great. So the official art of her, it's just like, oh goodness.
Jesus. Yeah, because they actually allow her to have, because she's slightly in portrait, so she actually has to have a kind of Greekish nose.
Yes. Profile is what you meant.
Sorry.
Profile.
What did I say?
Not portrait.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, profile. Because I'm sorry, y'all, Greek noses. Those are fucking great. I love the. It's a beautiful angle. It's a beautiful forehead to bridge sort of ratio. Oh, I love it. I have always been a serious fan of especially both genders, the gendered Greek noses. It's just.
But then you look from her official art to then a screenshot, and then suddenly she's
she's got this weird little tiny.
It's like she looks like she's had plastic just pulled over her face. It's that's what kills it to me. Because then also she has those really nice cheekbones and stuff that they try and give her a chiseled jaw almost, but then it does not look good in the in the animation. And I think the same thing happens with Zinnia, where she was gorgeous in all the character art.
Well, it does not help that the character art is her like at a nice, beautiful resting face, whereas the character is uptight as shit because, that is, like I get it, she's super stressed, but it's like, oh my god, she's just emanating that fucking super stressed out look.
She's just it's
other
personality.
Honorable mentions. I think Jamila is beautiful.
I agree. I was gonna say that.
Like I just wouldn't categorize her as sexy.
Yeah.
So that's why she didn't really make the list. Jamila is gorgeous.
That's true.
I love her so much. Dylan may have made the list, but he's that same archetype as Kit and Grigor. He's that
Except
dude.
he's
and
even
honestly,
sleazier.
I think what really throws him off for me is the accent.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Really bad.
I don't trust a guy that looks like that with that accent.
Seems like he's gonna like take over my country or something.
Especially when he's in fucking Egypt.
I know.
Like, goddamn.
I haven't made Andrew play that game yet. I probably should. I want to make him wince at that accent.
Yes.
I'm so terrible. I also need to make him want
really like
play.
What's her name? Lily? I feel like he liked Lily.
Maybe. I guess. Other honorable mentions. However, to me, we almost had Lamont from Crystal Skull. Like, yes. I feel like the way I imagine him, he's very attractive. However, how they portray him in the game is very weird.
Because everybody's super cartoony in that game.
Everyone's super cartoony in that game.
And so he ends up looking like, as you said earlier,
the dad from the Proud Family. I think it's just the eyes that they did on him that makes me think of that. It's just
definitely not helpful. But yeah, in my head, he's super attractive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's overshadowed by how they do him.
Yeah. Pretty much. And for me, the last honorable mention, there's two. Okay, is Jeff Akers. Honestly, he'd be attractive if it weren't for his personality. His terrible, uptight personality. And then the other one is Alejandro from Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
Yeah.
Who would be attractive if it weren't for the fake. It's just so fake. He's just such a fake person to me.
I feel like I can see where he would be as a person attractive, but I wouldn't actually find him attractive, so that's why he definitely didn't make it anywhere near the list. Because like I said, it's the same thing as the guy who plays Jesus on the telenovela Porque el Amor Manda. I don't care if I'm going to mention it, because this is the best comparison. Y'all look up Jesus, okay?
Jesus Garcia.
El Amor Manda. I'm saying it as wide as I can. Because, like, I see that Jesus is attractive. I see it. I see his muscles are attractive. I see he probably smells good. He looks like he smells good.
He does look like he smells good.
And so I also attribute that to Alejandro. But at the same time, I cannot actually see him as somebody that I would find attractive, personally.
Yeah. I think he's probably attractive. I just think that his personality is really shit. So, that I'm big on personality. It really affects how I perceive people.
Definitely. That's why the personality is honestly the most part of what's come through on our list.
It's true.
We got our little smart asses, Kit and Grigor, and then we've got our towering awesomeness of Ingrid.
Yeah, she's going to protect us.
Our little Spitfire angry Deirdre, who would give us like an angry kiss in the rain.
It's true. You'd have a fight with her, and then you'd have makeup sex, and it would be amazing.
It would be great, and it would be totally worthwhile.
It would be.
And then there's Patrick, who is just like
the sweetest fucking thing. It's true.
The sweetest fucking thing in the world.
Yep. So yeah. that is our list of the 5 sexiest Nancy. That's a weird thing to say. The 5 sexiest Nancy Drew characters. What is our life right now, Ariana?
No, Risa.
If you guys disagree with us, that's fine, because you are your own separate people and don't have to find the people we find attractive.
Because sexuality is subjective.
It is. So, but please tell us who you think are the sexiest, as long as it's not someone super creepy, because I don't want to hear about it if that's the case.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not judging you, but I don't want to hear about it.
Like, I'm not judging you, but no. Like, okay, if y'all are teenagers and you want to grade the sexiness of the Warnings of Waverly Academy characters, that's fine. We did not feel like judging the teenagers.
Yeah, we're only about the adults.
That goddamn game. We're about the adults.
Yeah, so
I am 28 years old. I am not talking about teenagers.
Exactly. So if you guys just let us know what you guys think, don't tell us we're wrong, because it's subjective. Come on, friends. Let's be friends about this.
Let's just talk about who we think is sexy.
Exactly. So just let us know on YouTube or Tumblr or SoundCloud or Twitter.
Wherever the hell you're hearing this. If you're hearing this somewhere weird, then, where are they going to hear this?
I think those are the only places to hear it, really. Like, unless there's some weird, like,
post this shit on Reddit again?
There's, like, deep web shit going on. bootleg Krolmeister sisters.
Yes. There's a fucking bootleg for everything. Got bootleg Krolmeister sisters here, but they're just on YouTube. Bootleg!
Even then, at least drop us an anonymous message on Tumblr.
Right. You can do that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're always open.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
We want to know what you're into.
Unless it's super weird, and then please don't.
It's weird. Although,
okay.
If it's like the plant in Blackmore Manor, then that's a weird thing I want to hear about. If it's the cat in Old Clock, I don't want to hear about that state. I have very fine lines, but they exist. Risa's crying, I think.
So, I'm Risa.
I'm banned from this podcast.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.
And sexy.